With the battery, it has 48% front and 52% weight distribution with overall weight of 499.2 grams. Welcome back to Bigs and Hobbies. If you are new to my channel, a big welcome. Here you'll find RC reviews, upgrades and mods, and run videos related to RCs. So if you want to see more, make sure to like and subscribe. While I was out of the country, TRAXXAS finally released a small scale truck that we have all been waiting for. It's a 1/18 scale mini truck called the TRX4M. This is one of the cheapest TRAXXAS at just $150. Very similar in price range to much smaller Axial SCX24s. And it begs the question, is it worth it? And should you get one? Not going to make you wait until the end for my thoughts on it. This TRX4M is a winner, and it will be an excellent addition to your collection. And it will probably be the hottest item during the holiday season. At the time of the release, they have two style options available. One is 2021 Ford Bronco that I have here, and the second is the Land Rover Defender. Both are smaller version of the 1/10 scale trucks that TRAXXAS sells today. Each style comes in 4 different colors. My pre-order just arrived today. I got a mini version of my 1/10 scale 2021 Ford Bronco in blue color. The body is a hard body that is made up of a few different pieces. The body, the blue portion, is one piece. The top piece is a separate, the glass is separate, and the bumper and the fender flares are separate pieces as well. The body also has tons of scale details like door handles, side mirrors, roof rack, and spare tire cover, although there is no spare tire in there. It also has the clipless body mounting system like the bigger brother, which I love. There's one clip on the front and one clip on the rear, making it easy to remove the body. But once clipped in, the body is very secure. Under the body, you can see that it comes with the light buckets for the front and the rear, so you can install lights at a later time. As for the overall size, the wheelbase is 155mm or 6.1 inches with an overall length of 262mm or 10.3 inches for the Bronco and a little bit longer 279mm or 11 inches for the Defender. Both have 124mm or 4.9 inches of track width. The height is 117mm or 4.6 inches for the Bronco, while the Defender is 135mm or 5.3 inches tall. Although it's a 1/18 scale, the size is pretty similar to Axial SCX24 Jeep Gladiator, which has 154mm or 6.1 inches of wheelbase. The weight of the Bronco is 468 grams, or just a bit over a pound at 1.03 pounds without the battery. With the battery, it has 48% front and 52% weight distribution with overall weight of 499.2 grams. The construction under the body is pretty impressive for the price. It starts with a beefy C-channel chassis with strong cross braces and shock mounts, which provides rigid structure all around. In the middle of the chassis is where you see the servo, motor, transmission, the battery tray, and the combined ESC receiver and the light module. The motor is 180 sized 87 turn Titan motor, which is bigger than the motor found in SCX24, and it should provide better power and torque. The motor is also mounted towards the front of the transmission, which should help with the weight distribution. As for the transmission, it will be offered in 3 speeds. They're going to have the high-speed transmission, the stock mid-speed transmission, which is included here, and the low-speed crawling transmission. TRAXXAS will offer pre-built transmission as well as offer interchangeable transmission gear options. This means that if you don't want to mess with your gear sets, you can just buy a pro-built transmission with motor and just drop it in. It can be simpler than that. Since the motor is forward mounted and there aren't much space up front, the battery is mounted at the rear. It's not the best location, but it shall do. The battery is a 2-cell 750 milliamp hour TRAXXAS battery that uses a proprietary plug. The downside is that the plug does not fit regular battery charger plugs and needs to use a USB style charger that TRAXXAS provides. Personally, I'm not a big fan of it and I'll look for a third-party solution. The 750 milliamp hour battery is a nice size battery and you should get significant runtime on it. The battery tray uses a simple rubber strap to hold the battery. The battery plugs right into the electronic control module, which is an all-in-one ESC, receiver, and the light module. There is no on-off switch. You just plug in the battery to power it on and unplug the battery to power it off. You get a standard size radio transmitter, which is nothing special, but they are durable and comfortable. As for the shocks, the GTM shocks are much larger diameter and actually oil filled, unlike the shocks that ships with the SCX24, and it offers much smoother suspension damping, which is a big plus. When I cycle the suspension, it feels excellent for the small scale. The suspension is a true 4-link front and rear setup, which means that there are 4 separate links that connects the axle to the chassis. Although the links are plastic, they seem to be rigid. If you want more rigidity and more weight down low, TRAXXAS already offers metal links as an optional part. The stock servo is mounted onto the axle, which allows the servo to sit in between the chassis rail. Out of the box, this truck has a full 45-degree steering angle from the CV style axles, providing a very tight turning radius, which is a welcome change. The straight axles are smooth. Typically a stock servo doesn't last too long, and it is always one of the first items to be replaced, so I'll keep an eye on it. At the end of the axles, TRX4M comes with the licensed BF Goodrich tires on the Bronco and the Canyon Trail tires on the Defender. And the tires are on a standard 1-inch wheels and 7mm hexes, so there should be tons of aftermarket wheel and tire options. If you plan to replace the tire, it is 57mm tall or 2.2 inches tall and 1 inch wide. I am really impressed with the build quality so far, and I plan to take it to my local testing ground to see how it performs, and also start the upgrades on the mods. Hope you found the information helpful. Please like and subscribe, and make sure to hit the notification bell so that you can be alerted when new videos are uploaded. Thanks for watching Big Song Hobbies.